I'll advise that the best time for relocating or looking for accommodation in Lagos is during the rainy season, because then you can see it with your own eyes that this place is waterlogged, this place gets flooded. Because what they do most of the time is the apartment you are staying in, they'll repaint it. Like in most apartments, there are usually signs that okay, this place was flooded, maybe in the painting, maybe in the wall is soaked with water or something. But what those people do is they repaint it, so you cannot visibly see that all this place was water. Hi guys, welcome back to another YouTube video. It's your girl Shael and I'm back again with another video. In my last video, I asked you guys to tell me if you wanted me to take you on a house tour and you said yes. So this video is going to be about that. Before I take you guys on a tour of these apartments, I just want to give you guys like a brief, like if you are in Lagos and you're house hunting or you're trying to move out of your place, like things that you're supposed to know and things you're supposed to do and not to do if you're planning on relocating to another place in Lagos. So yeah, let's start. The first thing is, I know that most of the time when we want to relocate, especially because where we are staying at the moment is not comfortable and we really want to leave. But the first thing I'm going to say is take your time, don't rush it. If you rush it, you will regret it later. It might not be like fully regret it, but there are some things that you would have done or might not have done that you have wished that you did or did not do. So the first thing is take your time. Take your time. Then the second thing is go by yourself. When I say go by yourself, I don't mean go to those locations yourself. You can go with a friend, but like in situations where, for example, if you, let's say you and your friend or you and a stranger, because it happens a lot, decide to get maybe like an apartment, maybe like a 2-bedroom flat or a 3-bedroom flat, and you feel like you are a bit busy, so you tell the person to go on your behalf and maybe to send videos to you and pictures of the place so you can judge from that. I would advise that you go with that friend, like seek out time and go together, because there are some things that you might notice that she might not notice, or there are some things that you might not like in the place that she likes and doesn't see an issue with, and you might not like them, but you cannot really say if you like them or not because we're not even in the place to see it physically. For example, maybe the environment, maybe the way the estate gets, I don't know. But another advice is do not put all the burden on the other person alone. Also go with the person. 3, when you're looking for an apartment, there are some things that you should really take note of. The first thing is the environment of the place that you're relocating in. For example, if you're like me that likes you love your privacy, you love your serenity, so again, it's not like you take an apartment in a place that is very close to a church. There's actually a church close to this place, but like they're not really loud. Very close to a church or a mosque or the marketplace, and the noise is disturbing, so take note of that. Your environment. Also, if the area is waterlogged. The thing is, in Lagos, Lagos is usually flooded at some point in time. So I would advise that the best time for relocating or looking for accommodation in Lagos is during the rainy season, because then you can see it with your own eyes that this place is waterlogged, this place gets flooded. Because what they do most of the time is the apartment you are staying in, they'll repaint it. Like in most apartments, there are usually signs that okay, this place was flooded, maybe in the painting, maybe in the wall is soaked with water or something. But what those people do is they repaint it, so you cannot visibly see that all this place was waterlogged. And if you go during that dry season, the road is dry, everywhere is dry, so you cannot really tell. Then you just cover that 5 months after rain is falling and rain is entering your house. So that's another thing to take note of. The environment, if it's flooded or not. Then again, the security of that estate. Then the light. All these things are not like things that you can see there when you get there, because you might get there and there is light, so you're like okay, they always have light. Or you might get there and the place is dry, so you're like this place is always dry. So the best thing to be able to confirm all those stuffs is to ask your intended neighbors. Don't ask the agents, because what they want to do is they want to shop your money. They want you to pay for this apartment so you can move in and they can get their own cut. So ask the neighbors about the lights, about water, about security, and even the plumbing system of the house. Because I suffered. Don't worry, I'll tell you my own story. Don't go for newly constructed or renovated buildings. I know it's nice, like this house is very fancy, it is purely new, you're the first person moving into the apartment, so it's shocking you. But I would advise that when you're relocating or moving to another place, move to a place that someone has used before, even if it's for 1 year. it is better because it will save a lot of stress and also. Now in construction, there is a moment they call, I think, liability period. Is like 6 months after construction. During this period, they like test out the things in the house to see if they're working, like the lights, maybe the sockets, maybe the plumbing system and all those things. Then they start fixing them in a typical place, in a typical construction project. But it's not like that everywhere. So most of the time, even when they finish building a house, once the house is completed, just put on the market and the rent it out or sell it. So the best thing is to move in 1 year after. If you do that, this is saving you the experimental phase, then put it like that. Because the person that moved in before you, that is a year there, would have been the one to fix all the fixables. If they have a socket issue, a light issue, or water issue, or anything, the person that fixed it. But in a typical instance, when even if you move into a new construction and you meet all those failures and issues, it's something that you can talk to the landlord about or critic about, and you're supposed to fix it. But this is Nigeria, and on top of that, this is Lagos. Nobody sent you. So the best thing is moving to a place that has been used before. I understand that moving into a new place means that everywhere is clean, everywhere is nice, but then you can always do those cleaning yourself. So it's better to move into a place that has been used before. Then trust your instincts. Trust your instincts. Now this story is even about me, because like I went to Shege while looking for accommodation in this Lagos, because I did not take my time, because I was really trying to live where I was before. So I moved in here in like an east kinda. So when I was looking for accommodation, most places that I went, I actually did what I told you guys. I asked questions, I made sure that it was not a newly renovated or completed building. I asked about the water issue and light issue in most places I went to. But then in the apartment I got, because I got one apartment before I got to this place, I already paid and everything. It was just ready for me to move in. But then, you know, in Lagos we have I don't know, speaking from perspective of, I moved from Ondo State to Lagos State. In Ondo State here, when you want to get an apartment, you meet the landlord, you pay him the rent fee, and you move inside. But it's not really like that in Lagos. In Ondo State, we had what we call agents too. There were agents too, but like it was not as much as that. If you know the landlord, you can just meet the landlord, talk to him, tell you about the place, pay, and then you go. But in this Lagos, even if you know the landlord, if the landlord is maybe your next door neighbor or a friend of a friend of a friend of a friend, they will still direct you to the agent. Because at the end of the day, you still pay agency fee, you pay legal fee, you pay caution before you move into anywhere. So back to where I was saying. So I got a place, I already paid, but I did not have to pay for agency and legal and all those things, because that person was moving out and then I was supposed to move in and just like continue paying the rent. But then something happened and he had to refund me back my money because he had to keep staying there. So when that happened, I was like in a fix and I really needed a place to move into. So there was a friend of mine, my present flatmate, that was also looking for a place to move into. So she was also in a big ass east. So I think when we were now looking for other alternative, we did not ask necessary question again, because we just came to a place, found the place, and we're like, okay, this is nice, let's just move in. But after we moved in, all those issues that I'm saying that you should try to avoid by following these steps, we met everything from water, because the plumbing system of this house was wow. We had to like call plumber to fix. We still won't spoke to the plumber. It's not this morning. Yesterday, we still spoke to the plumber again since January. I've been having issues with the water. Sometimes it will be very okay, sometimes it will be bad. Then again, the light is purely, it's reasonably okay, but like we have 2 days, 1.5 days or so. During that 1.5 days, there is literally no light at all. But after that time, the light is pretty stable. And then the flooding system, that was even like, when I came like 3 weeks after, when I just came to my bed, I was supposed to ask the neighbors about flood and everything. What they told me shocked me. I was like, no, I'm going to move out of here before rain starts falling. But then what I now had was, where it's actually flooded is like still way down into the estate. At least my own side is not really flooded, so praise God about that. When you want to get an apartment, calm down, relax, take your time. Ask all necessary questions, because at the end of the day, you are paying your money and you're the one that will stay there for over a year. So ask all necessary questions when you're getting an apartment. Okay, so I'm supposed to take you on a house tour, and I will do that. Let me do that now. Alright guys, so welcome to my apartment. I stay in a 3-bedroom flat, but it's not the typical 3-bedroom flat I know. It's a shared apartment. So a shared apartment is when someone goes and rents a 2-bedroom flat or a 3-bedroom flat or a 4-bedroom flat and then converts it into mini room and suite and then rent it out again. For example, now if we have a 2-bedroom flat, the person converts it into maybe like a 3-bedroom flat because they convert the parlor into another room. So that's like now a 3-bedroom flat, but there's no more sitting room. Or in a situation whereby we have like maybe a 3-bedroom flat, they might convert the parlor and the first room to like a room and parlor self-constitution. So that person pays higher, and then we have the other 2-bedroom flat. But then we do the sitting room is no longer shared by everybody. The sitting room is now just for the person that paid higher, so they demarcate it, and that person has their room and parlor self-contained, and the others have their room and suite, if that makes sense to you. So now your landlord is not the person that really built the house or put the house on for rent. Your landlord is kind of the person that rented the apartment and is now re-renting it to you, if that makes sense. So yes, let's start. This is the kitchen. That's the washing area. I don't really know how to do. I don't really know how to do that. But that's the washing area. This is the kitchen. It's a shared apartment, so everybody has their own space. This is my own space. This is my cabinet here. This one here. This is for another flatmate. This is for another flatmate. And that is for another flatmate. So everybody has their own stuff. And this is the store right here for you to like keep your stuff. Then, like I said, basically most of your apartments in Lagos, someone has access to the sitting room. That person has like a room and parlor self-contained going on, and that is it here. This is the demarcation that was done. I can't access that place because it's not my place. I don't have access to here, but yeah, that's where the sitting room should be located. And this is supposed to be the dining area. Come back in this, you can see the food. It's quite spacious actually. I like the fact that it's really spacious, like dining room is very spacious. And as I said, I have like a big space to create content and whatever I want. I was talking about this area here because I'm thinking of like having people who are playing games and stuff like that. So I can just set here up whenever I want. I used to create content. And yes, that's supposed to be the room. Now this is like a passage for these 2 rooms. This is my room. This is my classmate's room, and this is the passage. Also, another free big space that I can use to create any kind of content I want when I want to create content. And this is like my little same area that I rarely use, and that's my machine there. You guys should watch out. I'm going to start my fashion brand pretty soon, so stay tuned. This is my room. Let me see. My room. This is all to my room actually. This is my bed space. That is my working space. I mostly work from home, and I have like a mini walking closet. I don't know why they say it because it's actually pretty small. I have my wardrobe that is very small. I'm supposed to show you guys, but it's not organized. I'm not that organized. So I'm not cleaning this for you guys. Yeah. And this is the bedroom. My bedroom is pretty big for an apartment in Lagos because sometimes the bedroom is actually very, very small. This is my bedroom. My apartment came with an heater. So that's everything. Yeah, I paid the total package for this apartment is 550k for my own, like my own share. It's like a 3-bedroom. I got a room there and that was 550k total package. The person that got the room and parlor self-con, I think she paid like 750 or 800, I'm not sure. Then the room opposite me also paid the same amount as I paid. Now the breakdown for most apartments in Lagos is the rent, the 10% of the rent for agency, 10% of the rent for legal. I think maybe depending on the landlord, maybe like 100k or 80k or something like that for caution. So the store package was 550k, but my landlord was benevolent enough to make me pay 500k. So she reduced my caution fee to like, I think maybe like 30k or something. So I ended up paying 500k instead of 550k. Yeah. But a better option, if I was you, is I'll go for a normal 3-bedroom flat and share with my friends, because that way you're paying less rent, less total package, and you have this room to you and your friends to create content if you want. Anyways, that's everything I have to say to you guys. Thank you for staying till now. Do not forget to like this video, subscribe to my YouTube channel. Should I hit down and beg you? Please subscribe. It's not your notification button so you'll be notified anytime I post a new video. Until next time, I love you. Bye.